The train carried us through another night, the planes rolling past in silence broken only by the clatter of the rails. Evelyn dozed fitfully at my side, her head resting against the rough timber wall. I did not sleep. My eyes lingered on the crack in the planks, on the endless shadowed land beyond, on the horizon that promised answers but no peace. By the second morning, the train slowed as it approached a larger station. I peered through the gap, studying the settlement. This was no ordinary stop. Soldiers, at least they bore the appearance of soldiers, lined the platform in rows. Their uniforms gleamed in the sunlight, but their discipline was too practiced, too precise, like actors in a play who had rehearsed their roles too often. More telling were the men who waited beyond them, well-dressed figures in coats finer than any farmer's, their carriages polished, their movements deliberate. These were not laborers, they were buyers, men of wealth, men with ambitions stretching further than any frontier. Evelyn stirred beside me. I touched her arm lightly, and she opened her eyes. The moment she saw the station, she drew in a sharp breath.
"This is where the trail leads,"
she whispered. "Perhaps to its heart," I said. The guards swarmed the cars ahead, unloading crates with a precision born of secrecy. From our place at the far end, I caught snatches of their words. "Keep the manifest sealed. Delivery by river crossing. No delays. The East expects them." I copied the fragments into my notebook, my pencil scratching against the paper as quietly as I could manage. Evelyn leaned close, reading as I wrote. Her shoulder brushed mine, her breath steady, though her eyes betrayed the weight of every word. Then she noticed something I had missed. A man in a dark overcoat stepping from one of the carriages, his face sharp, his eyes hidden beneath the brim of his hat. Evelyn's hand tightened on my sleeve.
"That's Colonel Ashcroft,"
she whispered.
"I've seen his likeness in my father's papers. He served in the war, disappeared afterward. They said he took his fortune and vanished west.
Her voice faltered.
Robert wrote of him once, of a man who dreamed of raising his own dominion beyond the reach of Washington."
The pieces began to lock together in my mind. The rifles, the false uniforms, the secrecy. Ashcroft sought not profit but power, and Robert had stumbled too close. The car shook as boots struck the ground nearby. A guard's voice carried just outside.
"Check them all. Colonel wants no mistakes."
Evelyn's eyes met mine. No words were needed. We were trapped. If they opened our car, there would be no escape. I drew my revolver, holding it low, my breath slow and measured. Evelyn pressed closer, her hand against my arm. In that instant, with danger pressing in from every side, I felt the tremor in her touch. Yet she did not flinch. Boots thudded closer. A hand rattled the latch, my finger curled against the trigger. Then,
"Leave that one,"
another voice ordered.
"Manifest's already signed. Colonel wants it through."
The boots retreated. The latch remained shut. Our car shuddered as the engine roared once more, pulling us past the station. Only then did I lower the pistol. Evelyn exhaled sharply, her shoulders trembling from the breath she had held too long. In the dim light, I saw her face pale, yet unbroken.
"That was too near."
She said softly. "Too near," I agreed, "but now we know our enemy." Hours later, when the danger had thinned and the train thundered eastward again, Evelyn turned to me. Her voice was quiet, but the weight of it left no room for escape.
"Thomas,"
she said.
"when you looked at me just now, when you thought it might be the end, there was more in your eyes than fear."
I felt my throat tighten. The rails rattled beneath us, the rhythm of iron against iron, steady as a heartbeat. I searched for words, but truth is heavier than silence. "I've spent years chasing men's lies," I said at last. "I thought my duty was only to uncover, to bring light where there was shadow. But since Ashford, since you, the shadows have changed. It is no longer the truth alone I guard. It is you." Her gaze lingered on me, searching, weighing. Then she placed her hand over mine, her grip warm against the cold iron of the pistol I still held.
"Then guard me well.
She said.
But know this, I will not stand aside. Robert gave his life to unmask this. I will give no less."
There was no tremor in her voice, only conviction. I wanted to tell her she need not sacrifice, that I would bear the danger alone. But the words died in my throat, for I knew she would never allow it. And perhaps, selfishly, I did not wish her to, for her fire kept mine alight. As dusk fell, the train cut through a stretch of wilderness, the land stretching wild and untamed on either side. Evelyn leaned against the wall, weary but resolute. I studied her in the fading light, the shadows tracing her face, the determination etched in every line, and I understood then that the road ahead would not end with truth alone, it would end with blood. Whether ours or another's, I could not yet tell, but I swore as the wheels thundered east that if blood was demanded, it would not be hers.